Welcome in to this live mock draft brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel, I am your host today, JL, joined by my very good friend, Front Yard Fantasy member, Joey Wright. What's going on, Joey?
Not a whole lot. I spent the day with my kids at a splash pad. My daughter wanted me to say that she's a science girl, and she gave me a little alien for good luck for this mock draft.
She's a science girl?
Yeah. So she says she's a science girl.
Love
she's
that.
Alien. So now I'm going to win this mock
alien.
draft. Yeah.
Now you have to. I saw the thing you posted on, I think it was Twitter, of it's like a water park feature with the buckets that pours water in. You sit under it. It was one of my favorites growing up.
Yes. It's as a child, a favorite of mine as well. As a parent, it's even better because you just basically sit and watch children run on the splash pad. And at some point, a kid will get wiped out. And my goodness, does it bring so much joy
so much
to my
happiness.
life, especially when it's one of my kids. It's just, because then when I'm laughing, I'm not laughing at someone else's kid. I'm laughing at my own child.
Your own kid, which is entirely legal.
Acceptable.
Yeah. Entirely acceptable and legal. We got some people here in the chat. Dame is in here. What up, Dame?
Hey, Dame.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Awesome.
We got MB Ray. Say, what up, FYF family? Happy Sunday to all you beautiful people on the stream. Happy Sunday to you, my friend. Welcome in. And we got Geek Hippie in here saying, sup, everybody. What up, Geek? Welcome in. Guys, we got a mock draft for you today.
We do.
If you haven't joined already, there is one spot still open. I'm going to post that link in the chat here in 1 second. I just got to copy it. Here's the link. Boom. You can join. You can play along with us if you haven't already joined. All right. And we got NBA Ray saying, science girl equals smart, comma intelligent, comma friendly, and courteous. Love it, Joey. Love it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Do you disagree with any of those?
Smart? Nope. Intelligent? Yes. Well, I mean, yeah, she's all these. Not saying no. Friendly?
Nope.
Well,
smart?
You know, she didn't help clean up the playroom today, so I'm not sure if she's courteous, but we'll let it slide for today. But her mom's a science teacher, so that's why she's a science girl.
That's fair. And Maria in here saying, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Maria.
Just follow the steps.
Just follow the steps.
Just follow the steps.
We have taken Rosie on quite a few walks since then, and every single time I've looked for a 4-leaf clover. I can't find them. Have you ever found one, Joey?
I looked for one today because I was going to do
it. Of the video?
Follow the steps, and I couldn't find one.
It's hard. We were wondering if maybe the Minnesota, there's like a Minnesota thing, like clovers are, maybe they're just more freaky, you know? They just like getting into 4-leaf and 5-leaf clovers more than down here.
I mean, you're getting close to Canada, you know, the crazy.
It gets a little wild up there, you know what I'm saying? It gets a little weird. Gets a little weird. Geek saying science rules. In fact, it does. In fact, it does. Ooh. All right. Before we get into this mock draft, Joe, we got some time. 7:15 is when we're starting, by the way.
Yes.
As Simon likes to say, promptly 7:16 is when we'll start because there's a 60-second timer.
That's correct.
Before we do that, though, quick reminder, make sure you are following FanDuel on Twitch. Subscribe to them on YouTube and hit the like button on this video. Helps us out a ton. And there's a bunch of other content creators creating amazing stuff on FanDuel's channels all the time, including us. Us. So who are you thinking you're going to go with in this first round, Joey? Anybody interesting to you?
Yeah, you know, it depends where I pick. I've made 2 big shifts in my rankings in the last I would
Couple
say
days?
2 weeks. Couple days,
2
2
weeks?
weeks.
What are the big changes?
I've got CMC at number 1 overall,
Okay.
and
Over JT.
Justin over JT, and I have Justin Jefferson as my number 1 receiver.
Justin
So I
Jefferson,
moved
number 1 receiver. Over who'd you move him above?
over Cooper Kupp. I moved him over Cooper Kupp.
Over Cooper Kupp. So you got
Yeah.
so you're taking CMC and then Justin Jefferson are the top 2?
I would take JT, then Justin Jefferson, then Eckler, then Kupp.
Then Eckler, then Kupp.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard for me to pull away from my love of Austin Eckler. So
Thank God we're not doing the rules today because last week Tim just made me so angry with the rules. He just kept sniping all my guys. It
sounds like a very Tim thing to do.
It's very Tim. NBA Ray saying, "Love your forgiveness Sunday, Joey," to your daughter. I don't get it.
It's Sunday. You know, Chick-fil-A's closed, and you just have to be forgivable to everybody.
You just got to be forgivable.
That'll work.
And Gee saying, "Get the kicker in the first." That is what my home league draft does all the time. Justin Tucker, first overall. They love it. Dame saying, Eckler. So you seem pretty high on Austin Eckler. You have him as your number 3, right?
Yes.
That's what you just said.
My number 3 running back and number 4 overall. Yeah.
That seems pretty high. Are you?
It is. I
walk us through your process.
I just love the work he's going to get. And with Los Angeles last year, they were really trying to find someone to complement him, and they couldn't get it through Joshua Kelly or Larry Roundtree. And everything we've seen from Isaiah Spiller doesn't look like he could be that person either. So I think Eckler's just going to get a ton of work again. And Herbert is, he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But, if you've got someone like Austin Eckler to check down to, you're going to check down to him. So,
yeah. And I just feel like that offense is really going to be clicking this year. And so I expect a similar type of season that Eckler has had in the past that he's going to have this year. I don't think a ton has changed for him. I'm just not as high. I don't think I have the cojones to throw him in my top 3 like you.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Right.
That's in like half PPR and PPR. And standard, I'd probably take Henry.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It does shift a lot. Definitely shifts a lot. We got Albert in here. What up, Albert? NBA Ranked asking us, what's the worst division in your opinion? Division that will score the least total team points.
AFC South?
AFC South sounds like a pretty safe bet. I'm just trying to think. I mean, as NFC East, you think they're going to pull it together? Like,
I think
Washington.
I think the Cowboys are going to score a lot of points.
Cowboys are going to score a lot. Eagles have improved immensely this offseason, so I can see them scoring a lot.
The
Giants and Washington.
Commanders might not. They should.
I think they'll score more than they did last year.
Yes, yeah. I think Wentz is an upgrade over Heineke and 2 downs of Ryan Fitzpatrick. So yeah. So sad.
Yeah, I guess AFC South is our answer.
Yeah, it seems right.
And Geek asking, can Eckler stay healthy enough though? He is getting older, but I think he'll be fine. I'm not going to try and predict injury. Eckler he's 26 years old now.
20. He might turn 27 in the middle of the season. Where's Josh? He's the
age guy. And Dave saying Eckler over JT equals insane asylum. Asking for a friend. I don't think so. I wouldn't do that, but I wouldn't say that either. It equals insane asylum. That seems a little bit drastic.
Maybe just like a weekend to make sure he's okay. Like send him to like a nice, like to the beach just for the weekend. Yeah. Not an insane asylum.
Not an insane asylum. That's not going to help him.
No.
That's not going to help him at all. No. All right. What were we talking about before we got into the comments? We were talking about, you're talking about CMC, him moving up. Talking about Eckler and Justin Jefferson also moving up. Who's your top 5 then? Who's after Eckler?
So it would be, I said it. It's CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler, Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, okay.
Yeah. I still think Kupp is, he very easily could be the wide receiver 1 again, or the best player in fantasy again. Stafford loves him. He's going to lean on him. I just do think Allen Robinson's really good. And I think he's finally going to show out like we've been waiting a few years for.
Wide receiver 2?
He's my wide receiver. I want to say 15. It's 15 or 16.
15? That's
him high.
It's a solid wide receiver 2. I think he'll be a solid wide receiver 2 this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be able to break into that range, that 1 through 12.
It would take Cooper Kupp getting injured or
just a influx of volume for him.
Yeah. but I do like Allen Robinson. I've been pretty beat the drum about him this year. So
Yeah, you have absolutely. Fourth and Flex saying, "What's happening, fellas? What up, Fourth and Flex? Welcome in.
Flex.
Welcome in." And Dame saying NFC South has better defenses than NFC East. You agree, Joey?
I think the Bucks and the Saints have two of the best defenses in the league. So that's two of them right there. The Falcons have probably one of the worst defenses. But the Panthers defense was actually pretty good last year for half the season. So they might be able to rebound. So yes, I would say that the NFC South has, doing the math in my head, yes, they do. Their defense. Because the Cowboys is the only defense that I would like. Let's say we're drafting DSTs. The Cowboys DST is the only one I would be drafting out of the NFC East.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Dave's saying fade Cup. McCutcheon coming. Did I say that right? I don't know. You say it, Joey.
McCutcheon
coming. McCutcheon coming. All right, we got one more spot open in this mock draft, and we got a couple minutes left, so we need somebody to take it. Be brave.
It's free. It doesn't cost anything. You can make fun of us at the end of the year.
It is brand free. It costs $0, and you get bragging rights. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
One more person needs to join, and then we'll be starting this draft very shortly. Very shortly.
Jay, I have a question for you.
Ask me, please. I would love
in these 6-person leagues.
Yes.
Do you like to? Because I tend to target position scarcity. So in this type of a league, would you move up the tight ends like Kelsey and Andrews a little?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about this in past Sunday mock draft streams because of the smaller size. Typically in these types of drafts, they absolutely get a boost. I don't give the same boost to quarterback just because of the value over replacement. Deep. Yeah, tight end, you only get those top few guys, and the less teams there are in your league, the more you're facing each team, like each individual team, more frequently throughout the season. So you want to have that tight end advantage. It's going to help you out a ton. Do you agree, Joey?
Absolutely.
Are you usually prioritizing it? How early are you prioritizing it?
I think the first time we did this, one of these 6-man drafts, I think I took Kelsey Andrews to try the bully tight end method, and I ended up really liking my team.
What's the bully tight end method?
It's when you take the top 2 tight ends and say the first 3 rounds. In a 6-person league, though, if you've got that turn pick, do them back to back, and then because there's going to be, especially a quarterback, there's going to be depth of quarterback, and you'll end up with 2 solid running backs and receivers really deep as usual.
Right.
So the idea is to get the 2 best players at one position. And in the case of Andrews and Kelsey, Andrews or Kelsey could easily be a flex. So,
yeah. So if you're taking that strategy, is it Kelsey Andrews or is it Kelsey Pitts or Andrews Pitts?
I think Kelsey, Andrews, Pitts. I think those are the 3. My tight end 4, I wouldn't move up into that group. It's Kittle and Waller. But Kittle and Waddle. Yeah, so I would say it might be interesting to target 2 of those 5. Now that I'm thinking about it, if you can get Waller later, like in the 4th or 5th, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, I think Waller and Kittle are definitely in that second tier, or maybe not even second. It's maybe third tier. Uh-oh. Not enough people joined. We're going to have to do an instant one. Let's see.
Uh-oh. This is where.
Here, we'll take this down while I get this set up.
All right.
So we got a question from Trey. Why don't you answer this, Joey, while I get this figured out?
Okay, so in full PPR, Marquise Brown or DK Metcalf. I'm going to go Marquise Brown, especially with DeAndre Hopkins missing. The first was at 6 games. I always forget how many games he's missing to start this season. I think Marquise Brown.
6 is right.
6, yep. I think Marquise Brown's going to get a ton of work, and they didn't go out and get him from Baltimore for nothing. So I like Marquise Brown over DK Metcalf. I'm super worried about the quarterback, even though Metcalf played well with Geno last year. I still lean towards Marquise Brown. Deontay Johnson or Terry McLaurin. I'm going Deontay Johnson. I'm a notorious Carson Wentz not liker. I don't want to say hater because
not liker.
No one wants to hate. I've never liked Carson Wentz. Maybe he can turn his career around in Washington, but I do like Deontay Johnson. He got a ton of targets last year. So yeah, I would go with Johnson and Marquise Brown.
Johnson and Marquise Brown.
But no, I'm not going to say. I was going to say George Pickens over all of them, but no. I'm not there yet.
Some people are.
They are, yeah. My grandfather is a diehard Steelers fan, and he was last year. He was excited about Freiermuth, but this year it's Pickens.
Pickens. Are you getting hyped on Pickens?
Man, it's really hard. It's hard not to. I mean, that toe tap from last weekend was just.
It was hot, so hot.
Yeah, it's the only play I actually, when I was away last weekend, and it's only a little bit of football I actually got to watch because I was working so much. It was that Pickens touchdown. So yeah.
All right, I just sent you a link to the new one. So Joey, once you join, I will send the link in the chat. We can get this draft going,
please.
And for the flex, asking about Kittle. I'm actually super hyped on Kittle this year. I'm maybe super hyped is the wrong word. I'm more hyped than I think the public is. I don't think that he's going to have like an insane year or by any means. I think I said that incorrectly, but I'm excited about Kittle this year. I think he's going to do much better than he did this past year. He's dealing with that injury. Trey Lance is coming in. He is a run-first quarterback, which is absolutely going to affect Kittle's volume. But how are we going to see this entire offense play out? That's what I'm most excited to see in the beginning of the season. I trust Shanahan here, so I think they'll be fine. Joey, you are in here. I'm going to have to go ahead and throw this link in the chat. So go ahead and join if you want to draft with us.
The fun thing about this new draft room is the queue that I spent 20 minutes setting up is gone.
Completely gone.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants, but it's all good.
Yeah, for the flex that Kittle just needs to stay healthy. Absolutely. Yeah. And then NBA Ray Dawson, you guys just named the top 5 tight ends. Who's the next 2 tiers of tight ends? Well, I think, let's see. Did you mention Hawk? You didn't mention Hawk, right?
I didn't mention Hawk.
Hawk, Goddard. I mean, Ertz at this point.
Ertz is in the next Dallas.
Schultz. Schultz is leading the top of that. The top of that second of that tier. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I really like Zach Ertz heading into this year.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I'm forgetting. Zach Ertz was fantastic this past year.
Mm-hmm. Not at this point. I don't think there's another tight end I would bring into one of the next 2 tiers. The player that's outside of it that I could see moving up next year would be like Cole Kmet. I could definitely see.
Yes, he's one I love. Yeah, absolutely love Cole Kmet.
So,
who else?
Fields might lean on him. Other than that, here's a weird name for you, and I mean it's Brevin Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
If Davis Mills really leans on him, I could see him being like a top 12 tight end. But that's a lot has to break right for that to happen, because outside of Brandon Cooks on the Texans, and Nico Collins has definitely been showing out in the preseason. But I mean, Brevin Jordan, let's keep an eye on him.
Brevin Jordan, and Dame just asked, I got offered Brevin Jordan for Evan Ingram in Dynasty. Thoughts on that?
Oh man. So I love Evan Ingram for this year, but you said Dynasty. Man, I might actually make that move. That's the thing about Evan Ingram this year alone is Doug Peterson. The 6 years he was the head coach with the Eagles, 5 of those 6 years, a tight end was his number 1 receiver on the team. Now it was Zach Ertz all 5 of those years, but Doug Peterson likes to use the tight end, and I think Evan Ingram is better than Dan Arnold. So, I think Evan Ingram can definitely get some work in Jacksonville. But oh man, I like Brevin Jordan a lot.
Yeah,
Dane, what does your heart tell you?
Rule number 5: always follow your heart.
Yeah, follow your heart.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan for Evan Ingram. I think I don't know. It's so bottom of the barrel, honestly.
I mean, Brevin Jordan's definitely got the age, so
he's got the age factor. Skill wise, you know what? I think I would go Evan Ingram.
Okay.
I think I would go Evan Ingram. I trust the offense a little more, which is kind of silly. Feels silly to say. All right, we need just 2 more people to join this draft. I threw the link in the chat. Go ahead and join it. It is free. It is free right here. 1 more person. All we need is 1 more person, and we are getting this draft. This draft's going to immediately start. We're not going to have any timer this time, or not, countdown or whatever.
So it just goes right into it.
I think, or maybe it goes into the 60-second counter, but there's no before we had the 7:15 start time, it won't be like that this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it out too.
NBA Rig asking, which team will lead the league in going for it on 4th down? Who's the coach that's all about it? There's one coach that's like super into going on for it on fourth down. Is it the Colts?
For some reason, I thought Sirianni with Eagles. I could be completely wrong though. This is the first team that popped into my head.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
I could see the Ravens doing it. I don't know if they'd lead though. Sometimes Harbaugh likes to play it safe.
What about Shanahan?
Shanahan could do it for
Yeah.
sure. Chargers, maybe it's Chargers. You know what? I think Dame is absolutely right. I think it's Chargers because I think they were getting some mad shit over the season for going for it, and they're like, oh, it's this. The analytics tell us this. Tell us it works. I think that was the Chargers. I think so. All right. Just one more person. Yeah. Nope. We still need one more person to join this draft, and we can get this going.
I'm texting my buddy.
Texting your buddy, say get in here.
Get in here. Yeah.
I think, I created it. I got to be in here.
That happened to me once before. I created something. I forgot to join it myself, and I was sitting there waiting for the next person.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Speaking of that 49ers offense, how do you think Debo is going to get used this year, Joey?
I think. Are we go? Oh, you just pulled Debo up. I think a lot like last year. I don't think much changes for him. I know that people are a little afraid of him with Trey Lance taking over, but I don't see Debo's role changing much. He showed that he is a difference maker last year. So,
yeah, I'm with you. All right, maybe we'll just create a short like 3 or 4 person draft since we're having trouble filling this up.
Where's everybody at tonight?
I don't know. Everybody's watching football, maybe. Some old football. And Dame's saying, yep, Brandon Staley. It was Staley. All right. All right. I'm going to start a new one here.
Okay, I'm going to back out. Not of this, but of... Oh, I think... Oh, no.
Oh, did it just fill?
It just filled.
Oh, no.
Do you need the link?
No, I got it. All right, we're going. We're in here.
Yeah, here we go.
This.
I'm second. Dame, you're first. All right.
Dame is first. Joey, you're second. Followed by Mario. Followed by me. Followed by Jay.
Oh, now this contest has been voided?
No, this one's right. The old one is voided.
All right.
All right. Now we're getting going. Dame's got the first pick once the draft starts in 22 seconds. 22 seconds, right. Dame. You are starting off.
Well, Dame knows what I'm going to do.
What do you? Oh, yeah. You just told us.
I told everybody.
You did. NBA asks, which wide receiver core would you rather have in PPR and why? Tyreek plus Sutton and Bateman, Rashad Bateman, or Mike Evans plus Mooney plus Elijah Moore, I'm assuming. Ooh, for me, it's Tyreek, Sutton, and Bateman. I am so hyped on all 3 of those guys. I think they're going to be fantastic. Sutton, I think, is going to be the main guy in that offense. Uh-oh. Did I join the wrong one? Oh, no. Here we go. We're still going. Mine said voided too. Threw me off.
Justin Jefferson. All right.
So we got Justin Jefferson by Dame. Joey, you are next.
All right. And I took CMC. At least I should have. Yep. Awesome. I'll agree with you, JL, on that. I'm not going to let my Buccaneers fandom and love come in the way. Mooney is the player out of these 6 I like the least. And yeah, I'm just as high on Tyreek, Sutton, and Bateman. So if I have to have 3, I want those 3 because Mooney's my lowest guy. So
yeah, and Elijah, I would much rather have Bateman over Elijah. I'd much rather have Sutton over Mooney. I'd much rather have Tyreek over Evans.
That's where I'll disagree. I'd rather have Evans than Tyreek.
You'd rather, and I think that's totally fair.
Yeah,
I think that's totally fair.
Oh, is that you?
All right, I went Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp with my first round pick. I'm back on the clock here, so I'm going to pair the Cooper Kupp up with the King, Derrick Henry. We were just talking about him. I'm going for that crazy upside. His crazy rush attempts. What, 10 touchdowns? 10 rushing touchdowns in like 8 games or something stupid like that. Give me all those points. And Joey, you are back on the clock.
Yes.
And
I took
NBA's got a
position
question for
scarcity.
you when you're ready. Okay. Oh, well, you're
Yep.
back on the clock soon
Yeah.
here.
Let me see. I can pop over.
Oh, while you're thinking about it, NBA asking Joey, why are you down on Moody? He is number one and peppered with targets. Isn't that PPR gold?
It is. So he is going to get a lot of targets. I saw someone say today that he might have the highest target percentage in the league. I was saying out of those 6 players, Mooney was the one I was least excited about.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily hate Mooney. Maybe we'll go back on the tape and I said I hate Mooney. But I remember earlier I said I don't hate
You're on the
players.
clock, by the way, Joey.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I get talked.
10 seconds.
Hopefully that's the right pick. I don't hate it.
Stephon Diggs. I like that pick.
I started one of each, except for a quarterback.
So how did you start this out? You got CMC, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce. I love that start.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and you can't stop me.
Do it.
Maria took Mark Andrews, a little tush. I mean, Mark Andrews probably got a big tush, but Maria's a little tush for taking Mark Andrews because I wanted him. But I'm going to take Kyle Pitts.
Hey, Jay's in here.
We do. We got Jay.
Jay Felicio.
Let's look at Jay's team so far. Austin Eckler, Najee Harris. That's a pretty solid start. I wanted to hate on it, but I couldn't.
Can't hate on that.
Cannot hate on that.
I like what you did as well, JL.
My start?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Derrick Henry, Cooper Kupp, Kyle Pitts. It feels like a little old, but it's all right.
It's hard to hate. It's hard to not like anyone's start at this point.
Yeah, that's true. It's really hard to have that bad of a start in a 5-man league.
There was one of the friends of Front Yard Fantasy and probably a FanDuel is Troy King. He was in his family draft today. And the first round was bookended by two very fun picks. Patrick Mahomes went 101. And with the 112 was Isaiah Pacheco. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a very unique little draft there.
Ooh.
Kamara, that's a great pick.
Let's go with DeAndre Swift. I think this is half PPR, so maybe not the best to pick, but I like it.
Come on, Maria. Don't do it to me. She did.
Saquon Barkley. That's who you wanted?
Nope.
No, not who you wanted.
Wanted CD Lamb.
CD Lamb. I like the Saquon Barkley pick.
I do too.
Would you take him or Swift first in a half PPR format?
I would probably take Swift.
Probably take Swift.
Yeah, I have him ranked higher. But I don't fault Maria taking Barkley. Was Swift still available? No, he wasn't.
No. I'm just curious. NBA Rig asking, without Godwin a couple games, Evans will be peppered as well. More targets than last year, right?
I was on the clock. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think Godwin. Yeah, I mean, is Godwin slated to start the season?
No, I don't. So he's in training camp right now, and he's in the preseason. I don't know if he's played in the game yet, but I don't think he's going to start.
I gotcha. You got 5 seconds. Oh, you got it.
I got, sorry, Evans. Yeah. So yeah, with the Bucks, I think they're built for the playoffs. It's coming out of the division, so I think they're going to let Godwin sit at least 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
4 weeks
to make a run towards the playoffs, and
yeah, that makes sense. They have enough talent there.
Yeah,
in the wideouts. Oh, okay. I'm back on the clock. Where do I want to go here? How much time do I have? 14 seconds. Oh boy. Let's go with my guy here, Michael Pittman. It's not my guy. It's more Josh's guy, I think. He's a big Michael Pittman guy. How do you feel about Michael Pittman this year? You think he'll be last year?
Yeah, I mean, frankly, I think he could be better than last year. I mean, Matt Ryan has shown that he can support a number 1 wide receiver in the league. And not just a wide receiver 1, like a top 5 wide receiver.
Yeah.
All those years with Julio Jones and then the great year with Calvin Ridley he had. So yeah, I think Michael Pittman could have a fantastic year.
Oh, Jay.
Who did Jay take?
Jay took
T. Higgins.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Took the wrong guy.
Oh no.
It's all right. I'll live. AJ Brown, T. Higgins. I hate that turn. I hate you, Jay, for that. And then Maria took who I meant to take instead. I took Keenan Allen, but I meant to take Mike Williams. Oh, well. And then Joey takes Leonard Fournette to play off Lenny himself.
Yeah.
Maria said this is basically just an FYF draft. I mean, Dame is one of us. Facts.
This is true.
Hey, we opened it up for everybody.
We did.
We opened it up for everybody. Dame saying, I got Ertz and Muth at tight end this year, so thinking to accept Ingram from Brevin Jordan. You already got Ertz and Muth. Yeah, I mean, you could. It just feels lateral, honestly. Like most of those like 1-for-1 position type trades they're just less satisfying maybe because you're just taking a bet. It's just you and your league mate are essentially saying, okay, well, you each think the opposite player is going to do better. When I like trading for, when you look at it as like a mutually beneficial type thing, you're trying to balance each other's weaknesses out so that you both have a better probability of winning. And this just feels more lateral. Do you disagree, Joey?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, you're basically, if you trade like a running back for a receiver, I mean, both teams can end up winning. When you're doing the same position player for player, there's going to be a winner and loser 99 times out of 100.
See if you can get like a second for Ingram. I don't know if anyone's going to give a second, or maybe like a skill position player who you think is really good is going to pop off. I know Jay's going to take this guy if I don't. So I'm going to take him. Pick. Travis Etienne, Cortland Sutton, DJ Moore from Jay. He watches our show too much, I think.
He does. It's almost like he's part of the team.
It's almost like he hears me talk all the time. Oh, boy. How many? What does my team look like? 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs. I could really go either way here. Oh, uh-oh. All right, let's go crazy. Breece Hall, let's go. 4 running backs now, 3 wide receivers. I'll hammer wide receiver towards the end. Dave saying, I normally hate same position trades. I think the one is more age related. This one is more age related. It makes sense. Dame wants Gainwell, but not sure you go for that. Oh, yeah, I think you could maybe get that deal done if the other person wants Evan Ingram, right? I think was she getting Evan Ingram or was she trading away?
I thought she was getting Brevin Jordan from the original.
I got offered Brevin Jordan for Evan Ingram in Dynasty. Okay, I guess that there's no way to tell with that wording. So I would go if you could get. Do you think you can get Gainwell for Ingram, Joey? Would you trade?
I would want Gainwell for Ingram. Yes.
You'd rather be on the Gainwell side, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. I think I would too. But maybe do like Gainwell or Evan Ingram and something for Gainwell. I don't know. Make it work. Dame on the clock went Terry McLaurin, followed by DK Metcalf. And Joey, you are back on the clock.
I did the thing I never do. I took the first quarterback in the draft.
You did? Which quarterback did you take?
I took Josh Allen. I wasn't getting silly.
I guess I didn't really need to ask. So you get Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Leonard Fournette, Javonte Williams, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, and Travis Kelce. And who'd you just draft?
James Conner.
That's a solid squad so far.
It is. I like my running back depth. I'm probably going to tackle wide receiver for the next few rounds and maybe hit a tight end here and there. But yeah, that's a great running back core, even for a 6-team league. That's pretty great.
I just realized I had been doing all of like the screen movements on the wrong tab and that nobody could see any of them.
Oh no.
That's great. Man, this small of a league, I'm tempted to go tight end again.
I don't think you should because I want to.
And I think I'm going to. I'm going to take Dalton Schultz.
Nice. That's a nice pick.
Dalton Schultz. We're going to Gabriel Davis. It's a pretty solid pick. Gabriel Davis, man, going around DK Metcalf. That's kind of a crazy world.
Oh, Hawk just went.
Starting a tight end run. Go double tight end, Jay.
Do it, Jay. I made a trade this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
What trade?
So it was in a 4-keeper league. You can keep 4. A little different than a dynasty. And each player matures around each year. And I traded Cam Akers for T. Higgins. And I had to throw in Hawkinson, but I already had 3 other players I wanted to keep. So I wanted to balance it out. I was ecstatic. I could not have been happier to get T. Higgins and to get Cam Akers off my roster.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. If you can make that move 9 times out of 10, I'd be doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe Cam Akers turns into something. Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Let's Joey, you're next. Let's see. What are you going to do?
Joey, you are next. I took Allen Robinson. Jay ended up taking TJ Hawkinson, followed by Jalen Waddle. Maria's taken Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins. He's one who I'm very interested to see this year. I think he'll be very interesting how they're going to use him in this offense during the offseason. I was thinking, or going into the offseason.
God, how is he still here?
Dobbins was just not going to be used very much. I was expecting them to really split the carries. I still think they're going to do that, and I don't think there's going to be enough, probably enough work for Dobbins, but he was hyper efficient when we saw him play. I think he could still be an explosive player coming off this injury. So maybe the time to wait on Dobbins and try and trade Dobbins is, a couple games of the season. Wait till he has a blow up game this year, and then people are gonna immediately buy back in. I could totally see that happening. Are you concerned at all about Dobbins this year, Joey?
No, I think he's gonna rebound back, and I was a little hesitant earlier in the season. And that's because he was going really high, and now he's going, I believe, around running back 21, 22. Super comfortable taking him there.
Yeah. By the way, you're on the clock.
Oh crap. All right, let's see. Yeah. I had my queue loaded up. Oh, how is Brandon Cook still there? Like, I just took him. So, all right. And I went Godwin Cooks. Because I had those 3 receivers I'm really happy with. I took Godwin because I think when he does come back, he's got Brady thrown to him. He's going to be great. He's going to be elite tier almost. So I can wait a couple weeks for Godwin to come around. And then Brandon Cooks is my wide receiver 4. I'm excited.
That's solid. That's solid. Oh man, there's so many quarterbacks here.
Oh, looks like I sniped her. That's always good.
Joey, Dame says, NBA Rig asking, how many Pro Bowl do you think Metcalf will have when he hangs up his career? Like how many like Pro Bowl balls? Pro Bowl? He missed it last year, but he will get back to it this Pro Bowls, yeah, since he got the bag. I have no idea. Do you have actually, I'm on the clock. So Joey, do you have any conception on this one?
As soon as they can get a competent quarterback in Seattle, or Metcalf can get out of Seattle, he'll start making the Pro Bowl again. He needs one of those 2 things to happen.
Yeah.
I because of who those 2 quarterbacks are in Seattle, I think Metcalf's going to have a really tough time getting to a Pro Bowl unless a lot of people decline to play in the Pro Bowl and he just backdoors his way in.
Backdoors his way in.
Yeah. But like, I didn't think San Francisco would trade Garoppolo to Seattle, but I was wondering if they cut Garoppolo, if Garoppolo would go to Seattle, and then I'd be happy with Metcalf. Honestly, is almost a wide receiver 1. Because he is immensely talented.
He's so athletic, yeah.
But I mean, with Drew Lock and Geno Smith thrown to him, it's hard to see
like
him.
The worst offense this year, right?
Oh, am I on the clock again?
You are. You got 20 seconds.
Oh, see, this is what happens. People are talking to me.
It's kind of tough in a 5-man league.
Yeah,
one of us is usually up.
Let's take Ertz.
And Dame's saying Godwin was supposed to make it back to me.
He didn't, Dame.
He did not.
You watched the show. You should have known what I was going to do.
Maria said, no, didn't mean that pick. That happens to me so often, Maria. I can't. Who was it? It was Keenan Allen was the one that I got instead of Mike Williams. I wanted Mike Williams. I ended up drafting Keenan Allen. Just 30-second timers are no joke.
Oh, my God.
So you went Ertz, Joey.
Zach Ertz. I love Zach Ertz this year. Ooh, Dame, you're sneaky for one. Because I was like, oh man, I think I'm gonna take a quarterback to go with Allen because I really like the rest of my team, and let's just lock another position up. And somehow I ended up with my 1 and 2 quarterbacks, even though Dame took 2. So I've got Josh Allen and Justin Herbert now.
Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. Maybe I should go quarterback, or maybe I'll just keep waiting. I think I'm just gonna keep waiting.
Yeah, every draft's different. We had one that we were all in not long ago, and I waited really late on quarterback. I think I was around the 10th round before I took my first quarterback. Ended up loving my team. I got Dak Prescott. It was in the 10th. Dak Prescott in the 10th. And but you never know what's going to happen.
You don't. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's go. Hard Knocks bump, baby.
I need to catch up on Hard Knocks.
Have you been watching it all?
I watched the entire first episode,
Okay.
and then I went to Canton, Ohio, and I have not watched because I think there's only been 2 episodes. I've not watched episode 2. I'm going to watch that tonight. So I caught up on the rehearsal before I caught up on Hard Knocks, sadly. So
well, then I hope that you will be as hyped on Amon-Ra St. Brown after tonight as I am.
Oh boy, it would take me a lot to get there. Probably
it would take me a lot to get there.
Sorry,
you asked.
St. Brown and Equinemius, if you're watching this. Sorry,
what
I said about your brother.
Still me. I'm gonna go with Jerry Jeudy here.
Like it,
Jerry Jeudy as my 8th wide receiver. Dear Lord. Oh dear Lord, I should have went running back, huh? Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman, Keenan Allen, Allen Robinson, Marquise Brown, Rashad Bateman, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jerry Jeudy. I think I'm set at wide receiver.
Who's next? Okay, coming up on me.
Who are you thinking next year, Joey?
I'm going to take a running back because they can get hurt. And
they can. They've been known.
And I've only got 4, so I'm going to go. I want to double check. I'm gonna
Josh Jacobs, Eli
is where
Mitchell, Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson.
I like Jacobs over Akers.
You went Jacobs.
Yeah, I did go Jacobs. Hopefully the bye weeks at this point it doesn't really matter with 5 guys.
Akers ADP stays high, staying high.
Yeah.
Oh, and there he goes. Dame took Akers right after he mentioned him. Yep, that was a good pick.
Oof.
It's probably a good value. I'm just scared to take it.
I took Amari Cooper. He was a player I had as like a top 15 wide receiver earlier this offseason. And speaking just of on the field stuff with Deshaun Watson, with everything going on, I dropped him down because I don't think Jacoby Brissett can support the volume that I thought he would have with Watson. But I'm building a team, and towards the back of the end, I'm going to need some receivers. And if Watson's playing at the end of the season, Cooper should have some better numbers there at the end. So I don't know a delicate way to say that, but Amari Cooper is where I'm with that one.
Amari Cooper. I like that pick.
Yeah.
No, Michael Thomas. I didn't go Michael Thomas. Elijah Mitchell.
I'll trade you. Can we trade in fantasy? Can we trade?
We can. Come on, let us trade. That's back to me. Now I can take Elijah Mitchell. I just didn't want another wide receiver.
How many more rounds do we have?
I picked it. It should have 4 more rounds.
Okay.
Round 20, I believe. Round 20. Maria said, I feel yucky taking a Cowboys quarterback. You should. No. Dak's a good quarterback. She also took a running back. Ew. She took Tony Pollard, which is a great pick, Maria. It's a great pick this late. And then Darnell Mooney, who I was
about to do it. So
I was thinking about it too. That's a good pick, Maria. Oh, and Maria did have let's look at Maria's team. She's got Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, JT, Saquon Barkley, Zeke, J.K. Dobbins, Tony Pollard, wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Mike Williams. Wow. Gabe Davis, Alan Lazard, Adam Thielen, and then Darnell Mooney. And then Mark Andrews and Darren Waller as the tight ends. This is a stacked squad, Maria. I like your team, I think, much better than mine. I like it.
So these are 20-round drafts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got any thoughts on Maria's team, Joey?
I'm going to go look at it right now.
We just went over
my team, and I should have been listening. Okay, I love her 2 quarterbacks.
Okay.
So I do love that she paired Zeke with Pollard. So she's basically got that Cowboys backfield locked up, and heaven forbid if there is an injury, she's got the Cowboys. I'm on the clock, and I'm gonna have some fun with my pick. Let's go. Maria, I'm gonna look at the rest of your team, and then I'll talk about who I took.
George Pickens.
Yeah, here we go. We're having fun because I like the rest of my team, and you know what? Fantasy's fun. I'm gonna have some fun, so I took Pickens.
Fantasy
in the 12-man league, I would never do that. All right. Yeah, your receivers are fantastic, Maria. Tons of upside. I love that Mike Williams pick where you got him. Gabriel Davis. One of those 2 guys week by week will be incredible. Alan Lazard. I want to talk about Alan Lazard.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers leans on receivers he knows. He knows Alan Lazard probably better than anyone on the Packers right now. I think that's who the Packers wide receiver 1 is. And there's a history of Packers number 1 wide receivers doing kind of good. Now, Lazard's not Devontae Adams, but he's not Jordy Nelson, but he had 8 touchdowns last year. Not? Yeah, he's not Jerry Rice, and he's not not Rod Woodson, but all right. And Maria, your team's incredible. Mark Andrews, Darren Waller.
It's a solid squad.
Yeah, you're gonna win this. I really,
even in a 5-person league, 5-team league, it's solid.
I keep saying 6. All right, I'm on the clock.
And Dame said hearts for ARSB, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Absolutely.
Quarterback.
Absolutely. Hard Knocks made me just love him even more.
Russell Wilson.
Joey with his 3rd to last pick.
Yeah.
18, 19, 20. Yeah. Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Jay would say he's high on Russell Wilson if he was here. Not high enough because Joey got him in the 18th round, Jay. Sucker.
So in a 10-team or 12-team league, that'd be around the 9th round, which is he actually might be going maybe a little bit like in the 8th round.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's around. That makes sense. In a 1 QB league, I don't know. Maria says she switched tabs and came back with 7 seconds left. Been there. Joey, you are on the clock.
Yeah, let's see.
With your 2nd to last pick.
I'm going to take another wide receiver. Let's go Christian Kirk. They didn't give him that money in Jacksonville for nothing.
I like that pick. I think Christian Kirk is very much being slept on in the fantasy world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Maria picks Albert O. And now it's back to me. And I'm going to choose with my final pick. Ooh, Rashad Penny. Let's go. Welcome to the team.
Good.
You've broken my heart. I thought one too many times, but turns out I just can't quit you. Oh, I'm on the clock again.
Ooh, that's what I'm taking next.
Matt Stafford goes. I'm going to take another. No, I'm going to take CEH.
So how many more rounds do we have?
This is it.
This is it? My last pick?
It. This is your last pick. It's coming up.
All right.
Maria, her last pick too.
Okay. Well, one of my last picks is going to be a fun pick too.
No, this is it. This is your only last pick.
I know. I mean, like I have 2 guys in my queue, and I'm 1 pick away. So one of these. Yeah.
Olave from Maria. I like that pick. Who's your fun pick, Joey?
It's good to be a Florida Gator. Dameon Pierce.
Damian Pierce. I like that. And Dame with the Mr. Irrelevant pick.
Where's she going? Isaiah Pacheco. That's what she's going to pick.
It's going to be Pacheco. Let's see.
I
think it's going to be Singletary. That's just who I see on my screen right now. I think it's going to be Kenneth Walker.
Could be. I like that you took Penny over Walker. I made that move too.
Yeah. We'll see.
For some reason, my rankings didn't save when I made all these moves. And I realized that before I came on the show. I was not very happy. Oh, who did Dame go? Because it just
I need to know now. I need to know. Robert Tonyan. Robert Tonyan. Yep.
All right.
So that was a solid draft. Solid 5-person draft. Joey, which is your favorite team that's not your own?
I'm going to go through them real quick.
So
should we do that? Should we go through them?
We can go through them real quick. So
right.
Mine's just the biggest on the left here. So we'll go there first. Okay. Got Joe Burrow. Probably should have went more than 1 QB. Henry Swift, ETN, Hall, Mitchell, Gibson, Penny, CEH, and then wide receivers, Kupp, Pittman, Allen, Robinson, Brown, Bateman, St. Brown, Judy, and Thomas, and tight ends, Kyle Pitts and Schultz.
That's a good team.
So that's team 1.
Okay.
Here's Jay's team. I'm not going to go through all the names because I'll lose my voice probably.
Did you only have 1 quarterback?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to hurt me. That is going to hurt me.
Where's Jay's team? Okay.
This is Jay's team on the right here.
Okay.
Wide receiver.
So T. Higgins is wide receiver 1.
Yeah, AJ Brown, then Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
That's a solid wide receiving core.
Yeah.
Tight ends, leave a little bit lacking. There's a solid tight ends, but it's a 5-man league. I'd expect more.
I like his quarterbacks.
Let's see. We'll go over Dames. Ooh, that Lamar Jalen combo is nice.
That's really sexy.
Really nice.
Oh, Dalvin, Aaron Jones, Chubb. I love that, Dame. Oh, Dame, you might have won this. Wow. Jefferson, nice. Adams, Debo. What has she got at tight end?
Kittle, Goddard, Tonyan. That's a solid team.
All right, what's Maria have? Because right now
And
that's winning for me.
here's Maria's team.
Like her quarterbacks a lot. She's got Brady, so that's good. Taylor Barkley, Cowboys, Dobbins.
Ooh, that's
Good.
nice. Oh, that wide receiver core. It kind of falls off a little bit after Mike, though.
What's the tight end situation?
Tight ends, Mark Andrews, Aaron Waller. I don't know.
I think Dame
Dame
so
still
slightly
wins.
edges Maria out.
Yeah, and then your team, Joey, here's the last one. Solid team. I love the CMC Fournette Connor combo. I love Williams in there as well. Your wide receivers are shining.
Yeah.
Shining. And then the Travis Kelce, Ertz, Knox pick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
I like my team. Dame, you get not my own winner.
Gold star.
Yeah.
And Dame saying, that was fun. Wish I had more time to dwell on each pick. Yeah. And Maria said it hella stressful. Yeah. The 30-second timer is no joke. I think that's it for us, Joey. Anything
is that
else you want to say?
Nah.
We're going to get out of here.
This is fun.
This is a ton of fun.
Two-man shows.
Yeah. I know. This is a very enjoyable. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video and subscribe to FanDuel on YouTube. Hit the like button and follow FanDuel on Twitch. They have fantastic content creators constantly putting out great content for you around all sports. You're going to love it. All right, Joey, let's get the freak out of here.